Hello ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to be reacting to Rico's video on Aliens Fireteam. A skeptic of Aliens Fireteam? Let's see what he has to say, but first, roll the intro! He had a dream to play Aliens Fireteam. He collects themes. He's got high self-esteem. He's credible. He's unforgettable. He's commendable. He's MD Fashion Code Collectibles. Okay? Let's get right to it, boys.
So we've just had a new Aliens game announced, and it looks like it's coming out this year, in fact summer 2021, and I'm going to be honest, I'm a little bit skeptical. Now for a little bit of context, I am a huge Aliens fan. I adore the movies, especially the first two. Alien is probably my favourite movie of all time, and Aliens is very, very close second to that one. So I love the franchise. I even like the bad movies. You know, Alien vs Predator, the movies, they're terrible, but I still enjoyed them. Now, knowing all of that, there were two games that came out in recent memory of Alien, and one was fantastic, and one was a sham. So we had Aliens Colonial Marines that came out. I forget what year. I could probably research it. But Aliens Colonial Marines came out while I was at university, and that game was just trash. Let's be fair, it was crap. And I think that even Alien fans and non-Alien fans will all agree that that game was just not great. And the reason why that game was not great is it took one of the most iconic horror movie franchises of all time and turned it into a crap Call of Duty clone. And I mean crap Call of Duty. It wasn't.
I see no issue with what he's saying here. It's true. And it's all been said before.
Good shooty game. But the biggest criticism was that it was all about the shooting, and the aliens, they were barely even a threat. They were like dogs, but the AI was terrible. They didn't really feel threatening or scary, and it felt like a real cash grab. Now, a year later, the very next year, a lot of people don't realize that, but the very next year, we got Alien Isolation, and Alien
He's doing a great job at summarizing this stuff up.
Isolation was an absolute masterpiece. It was a fantastic horror game.
Agreed.
I absolutely adored it. Pretty much anyone who likes horror, who plays Alien Isolation, will at least say it's a good game, even though some people might not like some of the mechanics. You have to respect what Creative Assembly did.
Oh, hello. No, no, stay still, stay still. Betsy can't see us. No. 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 Yes. Oh! Fucking how did that get me so much?
Alien Colonial Marines was made by Gearbox Studios, so these are the people behind Borderlands, so it's not like it's a tiny little indie studio. They made a crap game. Creative Assembly, you probably know them from Total War series, they made their game and it was fantastic. So we had these two games come out, and one failed, it was a flop, and one succeeded. And without going into, I could probably make a whole video essay about that.
Many people
without
have.
going into that. The main reason was because Alien Isolation understood that the true value in Alien is the alien. And Alien is a horror. Yeah, it's horror sci-fi, sure, but it's a horror, especially the first movie.
Again, Alien is not horror. Alien is horror. Aliens is not. Aliens is a roller coaster ride.
It's a horror movie.
An action film.
The second movie, yes, it was much more action orientated, but it's still horror. There was
Disagree.
really scary parts of Alien 2, Aliens, and this is the reason why I just very slightly.
Was it scary or was it tense? You know what I'm saying? Was it scary? I think Aliens is more tense and intense. Both Alien is intense, but it's not horror. It's not a body horror movie.
I slightly prefer the first one because that was much more a traditional horror. One bad guy, or bad girl, I guess, chasing all the people. And the second one was a lot more of them. But we did get the Hive and the Queen and...
Yes, exactly. So the first one was meant to emulate a slasher film. Now, Aliens Fireteam is not a slasher game. It's not Dead by Daylight. It's Left 4 Dead. So, Aliens.
All of that. So we got a little bit more lore.
Action.
It was good, and there were some iconic moments too. Aliens was a fantastic movie all around. Honestly, it was great. So, this game, which is being developed by Cold Iron Studios, I can't really find much out about them, to be honest, but Aliens Fireteam already looks like Alien Colonial Marines. And I just...
Yes, because it's true to the art style.
I'm so worried about this game because you have to remember that most people who are going to look at this are going to be Alien fans. Most people who are Alien fans probably bought Alien Colonial Marines and were very disappointed by it. So the people that are very disappointed by that game are going to look at this game and go, nah.
Disagree. That's not the consensus I'm getting. The Aliens fans are so dedicated to the Aliens universe that they will buy it regardless. That's not the case with me.
The trailer looks so...
But I will admit, people who are burnt by Aliens Colonial Marines will wait around and see the reviews.
Similar. Now, I want to be fair, I want to be honest, and, you know, I'll probably be checking this game out when it's available, but I always like to give a game a fair chance, you know, because I'm just basing this on my own opinion. I've not actually got to play the game yet, and the game could be absolutely fantastic. We don't know. But that being said, when I look at the trailer, my immediate thought went to Alien Colonial Marines. It looks similar. The gameplay looks similar. And if you look at the tags on Steam for it, for an example, it's aliens, sci-fi, third-person shooter, and shooter. There's no horror. There's no horror aspect. And this was the big...
Who said Aliens fans wanted horror? The Colonial Marines fans, right? The people who are super dedicated to Colonial Marines, those guys like the ultimate badass side of that. The fact that the odds are so overwhelming, yet you can just scrape by and survive.
Big reason, in my opinion, why Alien Colonial Marines failed. I mean, it failed because it had real bad technical issues as well, and the AI was garbage, but it wasn't a horror game. So if it's not horror, what's the point of making an Aliens game? You could...
If it's not horror, what's the point in making an Aliens game? Because... Well, have you not played AVP 2 or AVP? These games worked despite them being action. Why? Because this formula does work. And there is definitely a market for it.
Could have just made up your own Alien. Or like something different. You know?
Well, you can't make up your own Alien because then you don't have the license and then it won't sell. So
no, like, why did you go for Aliens if you're not going to use the horror aspect? And I think this is why so many of...
I think they're not using the horror aspect, they're using the tension aspect, which is true to the film, right? They're using the suspense aspect.
The modern Alien films, people just don't really like them because they went in a different direction. If you look at Prometheus and Alien Covenant as an example, a lot of people don't like them because they started going into this weird, like, meta creation aspect, and they weren't really about the alien.
Yet people still... People still want a Colonial Marines movie.
So yet again, we have a game that could be great. And again, I want to reiterate that. It could be phenomenal. But it's setting itself up to fail already. It's using an IP. It's using a franchise. And it's already not utilizing it correctly. So the odds are kind of stacked against this game, and I'm going to keep a close eye on it, and I hope it's good, because I love Alien. I would love nothing more than more good Alien games in the Alien franchise. Give me a good Predator game too. That last Predator one was just garbage, which again, by the way, the Alien Hunting Grounds failed because it didn't understand Predator. I just don't get these people. I don't get them, but we'll see. Cold Iron, you know,
it's hard for you to say that they didn't understand Predator. They don't understand Alien. Maybe they do understand Alien, and they also understand Aliens. Maybe it is you that does not understand the difference. This is a big topic of contention, and the video I made previously details this.
If anyone from Cold Iron watches this video, I really don't want to, I don't want to like throw you under the bus before your game, because again, your game could be phenomenal, and I really, really hope it is. But I'm going to be very critical going into it. It's planned to release summer of this year, and if it's a good game, I'll be super happy. And if it is a good game, I will make a video about it, and I will tell everybody I was wrong, and that this game is fantastic, and I will shout it from the rooftops. But yeah, it's a co-op shooter with aliens. What could go wrong?
What could go right? Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. The Steam link's below. We got a Steam link, we got a Discord link. It's lit right now, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to see y'all boys later. Aliens Fireteam soon come. The hype is real.